What's up? I'm Louie Lopez, and we're gonna talk about some covers. This was my first Thrasher cover. It's actually, it's a spot I kind of drove by when I was younger, growing up in Hawthorne. And I never really had intentions of skating it, but one day we couldn't think of spots, and as usual, Ryan Lee, who I always film with, he throws out some ideas, and that's usually how a lot of the stuff happens.
Okay.
So this one was his idea, and he's like, you should try to wall ride it. And we checked it out, worked out, and ended up being my first cover.
2017, okay.
2017, so stoked on that one.
Hell yeah.
And this one was when we were filming for Purple, the Converse video. And I believe this might have been like the last day to get a photo. And I remember Burnett was just saying, like, pretty much to everyone on Converse, like, all right, the cover's up for grabs, whoever wants it. So we would all kind of just, you know, everyone was kind of trying to get after it. And this, I believe, was like, happened on the last day that we had to try to get a cover. So that one worked out, and I was really stoked.
Are these both Jon Coulthard?
Yeah, these are both Jon Coulthard. And then this one, Burnett shot this one. This was in Rancho Cucamonga, I believe, and out there it's really hot. I remember this was like peak of summer, and it was just blazing. And we actually had to, there's not really run up to this, so we had to like make run up, do all these things to make this skatable. And I believe this is my second time back. The first time back I was trying this 50 transfer, and didn't work out, but then we went back and tried front feeble transfer.
Sweet.
And that one worked, and I was hyped for that one to be a cover. And this was while we were filming for the video, Seize the Seconds.
Okay.
So all these are pretty much video parts. This was West End, Purple, Seize the Seconds, and then this one, As You Wish, which is the latest one.
Yeah.
And this was in Paris. We were there about maybe like I was there a week before a lot of people came into town just to skate around, and we actually randomly stumbled upon this spot in a taxi. We were going to another spot, and then we kind of just like got out and checked it out, and we actually messed around by like dropping in from like here and ducking over. And at first we were like, damn, this is crazy, there's no way to like go down the whole thing and go through the little hole.
The hole was there, you didn't have to cut that out?
No, so a skater named Chris Jones had cut it out before, but come to find out after. And he ollied into it, which is super sick. But I had no clue. I had thought that it had just been there forever. We just stumbled upon it, so we just kind of started, you know, messing around, dropping it from here, and then before we knew it, we were here, and we were like, well, we may as well try to skate it. So the first time I actually did some like half cab flip into it, and I knew John was coming into town a week later, so I was in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, once he gets here, I want to try to get this photo of this 50-50.
Right.
And he got into town, and then there's the photo of the 50-50. This guy was stoked. It was a good day.
Awesome. Then Skateboard Mag.
And this is the Skateboard Mag cover. This was actually like my first cover in like a big mag.
Yeah.
And this is in Paris, and Jelle Keppens shot this, and I believe this was on a Volcom trip. It's actually a funny story. I just remember we were like partying all night, and it was a good time out in Paris, and then just woke up feeling kind of crazy. And on the way to the spot, once again, we just stumbled upon this, and I didn't really even know what I was trying, but I was just like, let's just go from here into the skinny part, try to get a truck on there. And he shot a photo, and that ended up being like the first cover, and I remember like finding out about it on a trip, and I was just like really stoked. So I'm happy I was able to get a Skateboard Mag cover while I was around still.
Yeah. So, but this is first cover, right? This is 2013.
Yeah, this is 2013, and this is actually my first cover I've ever gotten.
And a lot of people won't be familiar, but Sidewalk Surfer was an English magazine.
Yep.
That ran for many years.
Yep. So Sidewalk Mag. This was a flip trip. I believe this was around the time that I had like maybe just turned pro or something. You
Okay.
know, I was around that time, and yeah, we were just warming up at this DIY and got an ollie photo.
Sick.
And then a couple months later,
There
ended
it
up
is.
being the cover of Sidewalk. So
Great.
shouts out Sidewalk Mag.
And now this Monster Children photo annual I just recently found that this year. I wasn't aware.
Yeah, so this was at this Monster Children. Andrew Peters shot it, and they were doing this segment where you kind of recreate a skate photo.
Yeah.
And this was a recreation of like a Guy Mariano photo where he ollies on this Radisson Banks in LA. And yeah.
Is that real close to the 405?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like right along the 405 freeway.
Nodis had a famous like,
Yeah.
slash grind photo there.
Yeah. This bank has been skated for a little while, and yeah, so this was just a recreation of the Guy Mariano photo shoot.
Sweet.
Shout out Guy Mariano.
Yeah. And now lastly,
And then this one is the Closer Mag, and Matt Price shot this at USC.
okay.
We were just literally messing around, like doing tricks over the trash can, and I'd done a couple tricks, and then he's like, "Yo, just give me like one more," and he had some crazy rig in the can. He had his camera laying in the can, and he pushed the button with a stick through these little holes.
Right.
And then
So that was all just kind of
This
happened in the moment. He wasn't planning on through the trash can. And
honestly, we were just filming something for SKF bearings.
Yeah.
And usually we'll just go skate and just try to get a couple clips and photos and just kind of get
Yeah.
the content for whatever they need with the day skating with the whole crew. So we were all just sessioning the overcan, messing around. It's literally just a fun spot. And then he came up with this idea, and he's like, "Yo, let me get like one more." And this might have been like the first one
yeah, amazing.
that we shot. And so I mean, I believe it's like a switch backside flip, honestly.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah, so it just like worked out perfectly, and he nailed it on that one. There wasn't much effort that went into it, and it's just like is this epic photo that he killed it on. So stoked on that.
And where are we today, Lou?
And right now we are at Seek Skate Camp for a Tactics Converse contest.
Yeah.
Big old event, so it should be fun. We're out in the woods. There'll be a lot of skating, hanging out.
Yeah.
Good vibes out here.
Yeah. So Northwest Open, the second annual Northwest Open.
The second annual.
Yeah.